Welcome back to our show. Indeed, today is an exciting day because I want to introduce to you an exciting topic, and I know you're going to love it. We have a wonderful and amazing guest with us. My topic is parental negligence on kids' educations and activities. Does neglecting your kids cause harm to them? Well, with this our questions and answer, you are going to know. Please subscribe and share. I'm your favorite presenter, and my guest's name is Goodness Virtue. Sir, I'm going to ask you a few questions on parental negligence, and I know most parents want to hear from you and want to learn from you also. So my question is, how do parent negligence affect kids negatively?
I would like to talk on what is parental negligence. Parental negligence, as the case may be, it means dismissing a child's idea or feelings or emotions or options when you neglect a child's feelings or ideas, or what we call the thought of a child. So if you neglect such thoughts, you dismiss such thoughts, it simply means that you are a parent that is neglecting a child. So in that case, if we should look deep into that topic, you'll find that most of the parents, especially in our community today, they neglect the feelings and the ideas of their children. They don't actually see it right to listen to their children. Maybe they feel too busy or feel like the child is not making sense, or the child is too small to say something. Things like that actually make a parent to look down on the child, or just neglect the child and go and sit down, you don't know what you're saying. Looking to your question on how do parents negligence affect kids, I have to put it into some perspective. We have the physical negligence, we have the educational negligence, we have the health negligence, and spiritual negligence. Yes. So in the aspect of physical negligence, you notice that a child will need to eat, a child will need to feed, a child will need to clothe, shelter, a child will need to speak well.
Yeah, that's true.
A child will need to speak well. So in this aspect, you don't expect a child who is just of a young age to shelter for himself, to clothe him or herself, or to feed him or herself. Every child have this burden to their parents to take care of them, to make them better for the society. So that's one of the aspects where a parents need to take care of their children. Another aspect is the educational negligence. A parent is responsible of taking care of the child educationally through the primary section, through the secondary section, and through the higher institution section. A parent should be able to cater for that child and bring that child up in knowledge, in understanding, and in wisdom. And that can be done through education. You educate them, not only in school anyway, you can still educate them on your own, things that revolve around the earth. So many things revolve around the earth today that even the school cannot teach a child. But as a parent, you should be able to teach those children, let them know those things that the society brings. So education is not just only in the school, it can also be from the parents at home. Then health-wise, you can't expect a child who is sick to take care of himself. You don't expect that. You should be able to know when your child is healed, when you have some diseases coming around, because the environment itself is full of diseases.
Yeah.
So you should be able to know when your child is having a feeling that it's already affecting his or her system. So when you know these things, you can easily take care of a child health-wise.
Yeah.
There's spiritual aspects that I must have to talk about, because even the word itself is spiritual.
Yeah.
So everything on earth is spiritual.
Spiritual.
Forgetting we can see it, but there's a spiritual realm already that attached to the physical to make it happen. So a parent, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a pagan, you should be able to teach your child the fear of God. One of the reasons why the earth is having issues today is because there is no fear. There is no fear
That's it.
of God. The only thing a child should do is to fear God. You may not be able to fear man, as the case may be, but you should be able to fear God, because the Bible said the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So I think if a parent can follow these things, then a child can be well trained.
Yeah.
A child can be well trained. But when you fail to follow these things, you see the child misbehaving, having some meltdown
All right,
in
sir.
society.
My other question is, does a parent's closeness to kids determine the growth of a kid?
Of course, the closeness of a parent to a child actually determines the growth of that child.
Okay.
There's no way a parent who actually is calling himself a parent,
Parents.
not having that sense of humor, of going close to his or her child. Children like petting.
Yeah.
Naturally, children like petting. They want someone who wants to listen to them. They want someone who wants to pamper them. They want someone who wants to look into their face and say, "You are beautiful, you are handsome." So if they can have this reliance on their parents in such areas, then you just see the child glowing.
Yeah.
You just see the child full with wisdom. You just see the child. To know book will not be difficult.
Okay.
You understand? But when you see a parent that maltreat their children, trying to torture their children, torturing may not be cane. Torturing can be anything. Torturing doesn't mean alone with cane. When you woo your child, it's an abuse. When you tell your child like, look at you, look at your mates, they are beyond you. It's an abuse. You're already telling the child you don't want it.
Yeah.
So all those things can bring the child down, can weigh the child down. But when you are close to that child, you talk with the child, you get to know the child, you get to pamper the child, not pampering negatively.
Yeah.
There is positive pampering. You pamper the child, you let him know he or she is loved, he or she is cared for. Then I think that child will grow so well.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Why is it so difficult for a child to relate to his parents on what he or she is passing through?
Okay, this one has hit hard. Okay. Parents are this kind of personalities that are unique. They like their child to have this little fear especially fathers. They like their child to have this little fear about them. They think fear can bring respect.
Okay, sir. But sir, does fear actually bring respect?
Not really. Fear is not respect. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
I'm scared of someone doesn't mean I'm respecting the person.
Okay.
It's also fall back to parents. I'm scared of you doesn't mean that I shouldn't do what I want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
I can be scared of my dad, yet I'll still go and do evil.
Yeah.
You get that?
True.
I can be scared of my mom, I'll still go to the pot of soup and still meet.
Yeah.
So putting that fear in your children's mind is not supportive. It's not supportive at all. So a child that doesn't have this fear of his or her parents can easily relate with that parent, can easily say out what is in his mind, can easily speak out, because there's this relief that if I talk to my child, my parents, there won't be any issue. That's why as a child who is not too scared of the parents or the father or the mother, if another child look for his or her trouble, you say, I will tell daddy for you, I will tell mommy for you. Because they rely on their parents. They believe that this my parent, when he comes back and I tell him or her that this is what I saw, or this is what Auntie T did, my parents will listen. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
My parents will listen. But when it comes to relating with parents, the reason why a child finds it more difficult to relate issues with their parents apart from fear, especially when it comes to abuse, child abuse. You know, children nowadays, the fact remains that before a child can get to the age of 9-10, he's already finding or seeing reason why people abuse him or her. Yes. Abuse may not really be what we really think like abuse, like raping a child. Those are common abuse we know.
Bullying can be an
bullying. Those are the common abuse we know. If you abuse a child, like you curse a child or nickname a child, or tell a child something that is not what is confidence, you've abused that child. It's an abuse. Automatically it's an abuse. So most times children don't find it like so confident to go meet their parents and tell them this is what Auntie B or Uncle B did to me, because 2, shame. I am shy. What will my parents say? Or what will people say? What will the environment say? Like some children now, if their mates tell them, look at your big head, it may reduce their confidence. But they don't find it this politely. They don't find it beautiful to tell their parents that so somebody told me I have a big head.
Okay, but why do you think so? Like, why do they not find it confidence to say it to their parents?
Because they are shy. They will feel, because some parents always feel their child should have this strong mind to face reality. When you have not teach them reality, you should be able to teach your children reality before they are innocent. They are just coming to the world. They are just passing segments. In those segments, you as a parent, you have to teach these children reality of life. Teach them how life is. If you don't tell them that, if person calls you big head, no take as anything.
Yes.
They will take it as something because you as a parent, you didn't tell them.
Yeah, that's true.
So they feel, this is an insult to my personality. When you tell them you have a big head, because their parents did not tell them that someone can just do a jest of you, and say you have a big head, and you just laugh over it. So say, leave it like that. Thank God I have a big head. You know.
Yes, sir.
So little things can actually bring children down. So one of it is shame. Shame will not make them approach their parents and say, "Mommy, Daddy, this is what Mr. B or Auntie B did or said to me."
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
I've said about fear. I've said about shame. Another one is threat. Threat. Children are easily threatening.
Okay.
Yes. Let me use this abuse of premarital sex abuse. Now, a child, all those I will call them. Let me call them gladiators, or predators. People that just want to misuse children. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
A child can be threatening easily. After abusing the child, you can just say, if you tell your mother, if I hear of anybody's mouth, the child will be threatening. I will kill you. Are you getting me? Because a child is scared, he cannot really know the difference between being threatened and having a confidence of yourself. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So they just see it like a threat. So they are scared to say it out. They are scared to discuss with their parents. They are scared to relate it to their parents.
Okay.
So those are more reasons.
All right, sir. Sir, talking about this premarital sex of a teen, does it mean that most children that are actually abused and threatened, is there no other way they can actually relate that stuff to their parents, and their parents won't make it feel like published, like announced, and they can still undo that same issue?
Okay. Get your question clearly. If there is any sexual abuse or threat against a child, I think the parents have to say it out. A parent should not hide an abuse, especially when it comes to sexual abuse to a girl child or a male child, whatever the child may be.
Okay, so what about the child's safety? Because the child is actually scared that they are going to kill her.
Okay.
So our safety is also among this stuff we are talking about.
Yes. Now, a child is only scared of speaking.
Okay.
Immediately a child finds confidence of saying out what is disturbing his heart or her heart, that child is free. He won't be scared again.
Anymore. Wow.
Immediately he or she speak it out and say, "Daddy or Mommy, this is what I am passing through," or "This is what Uncle B or Auntie B did to me." Immediately, and he or she threatened me not to say it out. Immediately you say it out, he or she will find confidence. You will see the child so free, because the burden in him or her has been released. Has been poured out already.
Okay, sir. So the only way a child can be able to speak out to the parents is whereby the child is being close to the parents.
Be close to your parents, and it is the parents that can draw their child close. Okay. A child cannot just come and be close.
Okay, on what aspect?
Good. Thank you for that question. You know, parents have this agility, like I said before, of being so pompous to their children. I said that before. Parents like to be this, they want their children to respect them and the rest. Sure you get.
Yeah, yeah.
But
you said that.
you see, a child, to be close to your parents, first, you must have this mutual understanding, this love guiding.
Parents
Yes.
must have the love.
This love, both the parent and the child.
Okay.
There should be this love
Yeah,
bounding. And for you to build this bound love, first, prayers.
Okay.
Prayers. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or an idol worshiper, whatever you want to serve, pray. So, one of the areas where a parent and a child can have this relationship, can relate with each other, one of it is love. The parent and the child must have this mutual love for each other, a love that is bounding.
Yeah.
And mostly it comes from the parents. But a parent should be able to lure a child to love. You lure that child to love, even though the child is so stubborn.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
The Bible has said that train up a child in the way he should grow, and when he's old, he shouldn't depart from it. So, if a parent should love that child, a way of growth will not be difficult.
Yeah.
It won't be difficult for that child. Another one, pray. A parent and the child or the children should have a communion of fellowship together. Family communion. We've done about God's communion, which is fellowship, praying together. Family communion. A family that don't eat together, they don't eat in the same table, they will always scatter. That's the truth. You don't expect a family to be eating separately. They should eat together. Let them eat together. Let them be in the same table. Even though it's not every time, because we believe some parents work.
Yeah.
But most of the times, let the family eat together. On that table, ask your children questions. Let them be free to discuss with you. Let them be free to ask questions too. Then don't withhold explanations to your children. Don't withhold it. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. Anything you see, explain it in details to them. Let them know in details. And let them ask questions. In all of that, you just see your home going well. We have so many other reasons anyway.
So, sir, in this our modern age, what does the child need for correction? Is it cane? Is it shouting or advice?
A child needs cane, shouting, and advice.
So the child needs the three of
everything.
Them. Okay.
Now, when we say cane, a child doesn't really need a physical cane.
Okay.
Yes. A cane, like me, if I want to make you cry, I don't need to flog you. I don't need to flog you as a child. I'm a teacher. As a profession, I'm a teacher. So if I want a child to cry, I don't need to pick a cane. I can just be telling you things and you'll be crying for yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So after telling you everything, I will draw you close again, then advise you. Let you know why I have to beat you that way.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. You don't need to spare the rod. Sparing the rod doesn't mean I must beat you. Sparing the rod is not a physical beating.
Okay. So, sir, what about those parents that they believe on physical beats? They will beat that child and they won't even correct that child on that aspect. That's
a physical abuse. It's an abuse.
Okay.
And when you are abusing a child, your own child, in that manner, you are telling the child bye-bye to the house.
Yeah, you will become tired.
The child will go wayward.
Okay.
He will go wayward because he will compare himself or herself with other children that are pampered.
Yeah.
You say, why is my mother not even telling me this kind of thing that sister and Anita's mom is telling her?
And
You
she'll
know,
be learning it from the one.
she will be learning it there, and she will try to push herself out of the house.
Okay.
So the child will just go wayward. So every child, let me come back to your question. Every child needs beating. Every child needs, what's that third one you said? Shouting. Every child needs advice. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
You need to shout on a child. Let's not make it too modern. In a modern world.
But it depends. Because me, I don't like shouting.
Good. No child likes shouting. There's no child that likes shouting. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Even human beings don't like shouting. We're not even talking about a child. Every human being don't like shouting. You shout on me, I will start disobeying you.
Yeah.
I'll just look at, are you my mother? Why are you shouting on me? Are you my father?
Yeah.
Most times we relate it back to our parents. Nobody you born me now. Why are you shouting on me? Are you getting me?
Yeah.
But mostly, shouting bring back the spirit of anybody to align that person. Are you getting me?
Okay.
So if you want to mistakenly throw away this pad now, or you mistakenly fall this pad, just imagine you mistakenly fall the. I will not say you intentional, mistake, but children intentionally do that.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? They just want to try it. It might break her face, it might sassy.
Yeah.
But let's imagine you mistakenly make this thing fall down, and it's not cracked. I came home as a father. Yeah. I don't need to advise you that this part you are not supposed to break it. The first thing I will let you know that it is wrong that you break this thing is to shout. Mister, why did you fall this thing? Why did you fall this thing? You will have that component that you have done something wrong.
Yeah.
I don't need to beat you with a cane. I don't need to start busting your face. Are you getting? But already you know that you've done something wrong. After that, I have to sit you down. You don't need to fall this thing. This thing is important. This is what it's used for. This is what it's used for. This. And you know there's no money at home to buy another.
Yeah.
So you let the child understand why you shouted.
Yeah,
no longer why it fell
down.
That thing fell down, but why you have to shout on her or him.
Yeah.
So we need the three.
Yeah,
together to work the house, to work the family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, sir. Wow, it's really interesting.
Yes.
Okay, our last question.
Okay.
Talking about children education, is it supposed to be handled by just teachers, or should parents be involved?
Okay. In education, mainly, if you want your child to be educated, mainly is the parent.
Okay.
Why should we say parent? I know most of times I won't say parent. Your parents can be your guardian, your guardian mother, your nanny, whatever the case may be. They are all in the form of parenting. Because they train up the child. Even the teacher in the school is a parent to a child, because they all together build up that child in the way they should go. So first, a parent can be of anywhere. Even the community, even the environment, even your neighbors, they are parents to any child. Are you getting me?
Yes,
that's why people said it is not only the biological parents that bring up a child. Everybody joins hands together. So, but mainly your parents at home, your biological parents, have 80% of training you, because education is not all about write and read or speak good English. That's not all about education, though that's the face of it. There are so many things that happen within the community today that we can't even teach in school.
Yeah, that's true.
Parents need to teach them. Parents need to let their children know. In school today, you don't expect me to be teaching a child private parts.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? I don't need to teach a child in school private parts. Are you getting me? Especially in primary school and the rest. Are you getting me? Because it's not even in the syllabus. We work with syllabus.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? But a parent have that right to teach a child all the areas of the body system. You need to tell them where uncle must not touch.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? Where auntie must not touch. You need to tell them the sensitive part of the body. If you can do those things, then you have all the effrontery of teaching your child 90% of education. And these are the main areas of education when we talk about civilization.
Yeah.
Every other thing, writing, reading, and speaking fluently, is just a face of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, sir. This is the end of today's show. To my viewers out there, thank you so much for watching. And I know you enjoyed the show. I know you really enjoyed the show. Please subscribe and share. And don't forget, if you have any comments, just drop it in our comment section. And we'll see you in our next video. Please don't forget to notify us for our next video. See you. Bye.